Hello everybody, I'm here in the Shivananda Ashram. Today I'm here with Ganesha. Ganesha is a translator since you said 10 months now?
Yeah, not 10 months, last July.
So I want to ask you about your experience with the Kundalini energy when it comes to your body. Did you shake like all the other people?
Well, everybody experiences Kundalini different, and some people have had zero experience with Kundalini, like myself. Yeah, I had heard of Kundalini yoga. I knew a little about yoga because once upon a time I'd done a couple sessions of like hot yoga, but that was like something completely different than Kundalini yoga. So I was very shocked to the first time I met Shivananda at a retreat, and people were experiencing these symptoms where like their whole bodies would shake and they would like kind of contort and have tremors, and I'm like, what's going on? This is a little freaky. And I was like, okay, well, I wonder what will happen when I do it. And I had,
but you did it. You just leave the comfort zone and you did it.
Yes. So
like me, I was also, when I saw this, I was thinking about where is just entrance where I can vanish because
so
people were screaming.
I was wondering two things. I was wondering first, probably would I be, nothing would happen to me and I would be embarrassed because I was the only one that have any experiences, or two, that I wouldn't be able to control it. So what did happen is that, I started shaking, and I started shaking for hours. I'm not kidding, for hours afterwards. Like the darshan, after my first Kundalini experience in this retreat, it went on for a couple hours, and I was actually at a hotel, and I managed at that point to get up and go back to the hotel. And then for the rest of the night till like I finally fell asleep like 2 in the morning, I was still shaking. It was that powerful. And I don't know if, it's hard to say if your Kundalini when it's awake and when it's not, but I mean, even now sometimes I don't think I'll feel anything, and then I feel the energy super strong, or other times I think I'll feel it strong and then not feel much. So you never know.
So can you explain to the people, or maybe there might be some people who never heard of what is this darshan?
Okay, what is a darshan? So darshan is like a glimpse into the divine, is the best way to describe it. And when you read about it, it sounds like it's a little bit egotistical from the person that's like the master, the guru that's giving it. Yes, I'm going to look into your eyes and you're going to experience the divine, and you're going to, have this massive transformative experience. And it's like, how is that humanly possible, and why would someone think that they're able to do that? But then I actually experienced one, and it's not always so blatant. Sometimes it's a little bit subtle. And so yes, you look into the eyes of someone that's enlightened, and you try and create a connection with them, and a connection with the divine. And then they do this thing with a Shakti power. He pushes and he opens your third eye, and then you fall backwards and you have an experience, whatever comes up. Sometimes it's a really pleasant experience and you're feeling love and joy and connection. Sometimes it can be quite painful, well, not painful, but like an intense experience, because you're experiencing a lot of traumas and pains and wounds that needs to be released, and so you can kind of feel like you're having to let go of a lot of the baggage you've been carrying. And so it can really vary the spectrum, these two extremes.
Wow. And it's coming from the Indian culture, the darshan?
Yes, darshan is very much part of the Indian culture. And when I was there in India, I traveled with a group from here to India and spent 2 months there. And it's very much a part of the culture. And they have these idols or stones that Shiva or one of the other Hindu gods have brought down to earth. And the same experience, the temples where thousands of devotees go to just to have a brief glimpse, and I'm only talking like a second or two, of these darshans, and they all claim to have these amazing experiences.
Okay. And so my last question is, what do you tell the people, how would you invite the people to make this experience, and yeah, maybe move then, if we have the City of New Lights, maybe move there. Why should they come and try?
Well, we live in a world that's very much based on the material, based on competition, based on who has access to resources and who doesn't. A lot of times based on fear and control. And I mean, that old world is dying. You know, it's those kind of things can only last for so long.
So this is too much toxic Shiva energy.
It's very much a toxic environment, and we're at the end of an age. I mean, Shivananda says that, and many people have said that, and I've felt that my whole life, basically. So this is kind of, you know, sooner or later, all of us will have to transform. All of us will have to move to a different way of life. You can either do it voluntarily, or you can do it kicking and screaming because you've lost everything and you have no choice. So it's probably better to do it voluntarily. And yeah, living in community is not easy. You have to learn how to balance everybody's needs with your own. You can't expect everything to work and function like you would where you have people just doing it because they're expecting, you know, money or rewards. And so sometimes, you know, motivation is a factor and sharing is a factor. And so, yeah, sometimes it takes a different mindset, but in the end, you know, I think people are happier, people are more well-adjusted, people feel accepted and loved, people feel like they're contributing something of great importance. Nobody is above anybody else because, I don't know, they're, you know, better looking, or they have more money, or, you know, whatever, they have better skills at doing something. I mean, the idea is that all of us are equal, all of us have talents that are important, that we use, and that we all have the gifts, and we're here to just share our gifts, and that's what we just need to do, is allow the space open for everybody to do that. And because the best space to do that is in a community.
Thank you so much, Ganesha. And everybody, this is the invitation. Just experience the new, and yeah, see how your inner flower grows and grows. And this is only possible if you try. If you never try, you never know. So bye bye.